Guys, so I've got some knowledge for you guys this morning. A lot of people go around calling themselves thugs. Thugs, a thug. Now, there's a lot of rappers that call themselves thugs. Fuck, there's even kids that call themselves thugs. You know, thug life, blah, 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 whatever. I used to call myself a thug when I would sing certain songs. I am not a thug, okay? Now, anyways, let me give you some information about what a thug is. Now, do you know what a thug really is? You probably don't. Everybody thinks a thug is a hustler, gang member, someone from the hood. No. A thug, the word thug is derived from the word thuggy. A thuggy is a worshiper of the goddess Kali, the Hindu goddess of death, destruction, and time. Thug or thuggy means a deceiver. So if you call yourself a thug, you are admitting to the universe that you are a deceiver. Number one, you're a liar. Number two, you're also associating yourself with a goddess who is all about death and destruction and murder. Now, the goddess Kali is a Hindu goddess. She has, I believe, 4 arms, which makes her a pretty powerful goddess. The number of arms equates their power. And the way you worship the goddess Kali, you may have seen her. She's the dark goddess, the black goddess, who always has like a head in her hands. Okay, so let me give you some description of Kali. Kali is, again, the goddess of death, destruction, and time. She is known as the end of time, in a sense, which means that you're dead and you're dealing with her now. Now, in order for, whenever you see Kali, she is going to either be naked or she is going to have a necklace of heads, of dead people's heads, or fucking heads all connected to each other, and she wears a skirt of arms. Now, when I say arms, I mean an actual arm that's been cut off of one of her victims. Now, the way that she is in her hands, unlike having the open palm saying, "I am coming in peace, I have no weapon in my hand," she holds weapons, a trident, a sword. She also, in her other hand, her right side, I want to say, has a head cut off of a warrior that's dripping blood, and she has a cup underneath it, and she's collecting their blood to drink it as a sacrifice. Now, the way that people, and this is really true, this is really real, this shit really happens, these people really worship her. They're called thuggies. They live in India. They are really there. They truly, truly worship this goddess. So anyways, the way that they worship her or sacrifice to her is to go out and murder people. They just go out and randomly kill fucking people. No one that's good or bad. They just kill people. And they take the blood of these murdered people and they sacrifice it to her for more power. Now, power destruction, you know, having the power over people. You know, people say things like, in order to get on top, you got to step on the small person. Those are people who are worshiping Kali. They may not be worshiping Kali, but they're following her practices. That's the practice of Kali. So next time y'all want to call yourselves a thug or say thug life, remember what that means. Look it up. You know, every word in our language derives from another language's words. They have meanings behind that. For example, an arborist. What is that? That's someone who works on a tree, or someone who cuts trees, or someone who does something with trees. That derives from the Latin word arbora, which means tree. You know, it's there. So it's laid out for us. We have just been blinded by our knowledge of the stars. Like when I say stars, I say celebrities. We've been pushed into a certain, we've been pushed down a certain path. As I said to someone earlier, someone asked me why we don't teach real American history anymore in America, and my answer was, if you show a sheep where its food and water is, it's not going to want to follow the herd or a shepherd. It's going to want to lead itself. Now, if you don't understand that, that's philosophy. If you don't understand that, then you probably will never understand it. But pretty much what that means is that if you give someone knowledge about something, then they're not going to do what other people do. They're not going to do what you tell them to do because they know. And once you know something, your brain you can't fight that knowledge unless you have something that comes in that changes that knowledge. So again, people, my friends, my Facebookers, any person, share this video so that way we can get these kids. I see a lot of kids are all thug life, thug life. No, you're not a thug. Number one, because if you were a thug, you would be a deceiver running through the hills of India, the mountains of India, fucking cutting people's heads off and putting their blood to worship. Now, if you do that, then you're a worshiper of Kali. more power to you. I won't walk down that path because that is a very evil, evil goddess. She is supposedly known as the good mother, but the fierce warrior. So in other words, that means that she cares for her followers. She'll do anything for her followers, but if you fuck with one of them, she will kill your ass. So, yeah. Again, thuggy derives from the word thug derives from the word thuggy, which is Hindu for a deceiver who worships who? The goddess Kali, the goddess of death, destruction, and time. So, a little insight onto things that you're saying. I'll have some more information for you sometime later. Who knows what we'll learn about today. Love you guys.